they can straight away imagine where the furniture goes, they can see how big the space is, and they can imagine living there. If you're selling an empty house, people are less likely to imagine it well. Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Elsie and today we are going to share with you how to do flips. So the very first point is you need to be looking for areas where there are mainly homeowners. You don't want to be really looking in rental areas because when you are flipping, you might want to put the property on the market. And when it's on the open market, there is a lot more public looking for properties to move into themselves and live in themselves. So it can be a starter home for a young couple or a young family. It can be a bungalow for an elderly couple who are downsizing. It can be also just a 3 or 4 bed family house for second home owners. Areas that have more homeowners would make your exit strategy easier because your exit would be simply to put the property on the market and someone from the public would buy it from you. Second point is always look for properties that you can add value to. Of course, we're talking about all the rundown properties. You would switch up the bathroom, switch up the kitchen, but you should also potentially look for houses that has a big back garden and you can put on an extension to it, or the layout of the house that you can turn a 2-bed house into a 3-bed house or a 3-bed house into a 4-bed house. Of course, this is area dependent and you should always find comparables where you can work out the back end value. So don't just limit yourself to rundown properties that only need cosmetic refurbishment, but also think of creative ways where you can add value. The third point is for flips, we tend to price the refurb at the highest specifications as our rental property. This is because when you're selling the property, there is certain profit margin that you have factored into your numbers, and people who are buying these houses, they are looking for something that is new and nice, and if you want to sell it really quickly, you need to have something in the house that really stands out to people. A very simple example could be in our rental property, we usually put in all carpets, but for your flip house, you might want to consider putting in laminate flooring into your living room and maybe tiles in the kitchen. I made a separate video that talks about looking at your competitors. I'll link it up here. You should always be looking at comparables and competitors in the area, what has sold and how much they have sold for. And when you're pricing in the refurbs, make sure that you just do a little bit better than those that have sold. Look at how the kitchens have been designed, look at the floorings, look at the bathrooms. Are they fully tiled or partially tiled? Are they wet walls or metro tiles? Look at the front garden. Are they tarmacked? Are they filled with pebbles? Do those comparison and think to yourself which one would sell better. If you are the buyer, which one would you prefer more? And also look at the comparables, which one have sell for a higher price and what are the specifications in that house. Something that we often do is also we would stage the house. We tend to find a staged house flip sells faster than an empty house because when people come for a viewing, they can straight away imagine where the furniture goes, they can see how big the space is, and they can imagine living there. If you're selling an empty house, people are less likely to imagine it well, so we tend to stage the property when we sell our flips. I'll link the playlist to our flip project up here and go have a look at how we stage the property. If you have found today's video helpful, make sure to give us a like and hit the subscribe button so you get notified when we post new videos. See you on the next one. Bye bye!